Hey viewers, welcome to another episode of LoL for Dummies, and today we are doing the melee versus melee battle. And I am Nunu at this moment, and Nunu will start off with Doran's Shield. Just like Ashe, as I said, Doran's Shield is really good on any character if you're not familiar to the game yet, and is good on, well, basically any character anyway. So, of course, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Well, it doesn't do any damage, but it does allow you to be in lane a little bit more. So Nunu is the second champion I will be making a special on. I haven't had time today to make one because I had a lot to do, and therefore I am just doing the melee versus melee and hopefully the melee versus ranged. But it depends on how these games go, because melee versus melee I'm pretty sure I can demonstrate the effect, but melee versus ranged is kind of a hard matchup to begin with. So yeah, might have some difficulty getting a decent game there, which actually shows the principle. Because obviously, as you might have seen in the ranged versus melee game, you have a big disadvantage if you're the melee character. So anyway, Nunu has 3 skills to choose from in the beginning. And this one is ranged attack, basically. This one is attack speed. And the first one is healing. And because I'm still full health and I have Doran's Shield, I am going to go for a ranged attack, and that is going to give me the advantage in this fight. I'm up against Shen, who also has a ranged attack, but yeah, he's not of the same caliber as Nunu. So Nunu needs to use his basic attacks a little bit more, because he can actually get free spells, and there you go. I can cast my spells on him and try to do damage that way. Obviously, since this is a computer generated opponent, he is not going to be very good. But that's no problem, because the idea is still the same. You are going to want to last hit and at least hit the minions outside of the range of Shen. So you want to stay out of his range, and then every now and then get in a hit or two, especially with your ranged attack, so the E. And you are going to want to get hits in whenever you can. So if you just see an opening, you have a lot more healing than he does. Shen doesn't actually have healing. He has shield, so he cannot actually heal up a whole lot, and I am just going to harass him out of the lane. He's now going back home, and in the meantime I am healing up with my Q. And as you can see, I'm still full health. I am very low on mana, because I have been spamming my skills quite a bit. In a normal game you won't be able to do that as much, and you don't want to well, I didn't do that here, I guess. But you don't want to use your skills, well, except for consume, on any of the minions, because yeah, the minions are basically not worth it to spend your mana on early on, in the early game. Later on, of course, they do become, well, worth it, because you're going to have a whole lot more mana, and your skills are going to be a little more expensive, but in general doesn't really matter. So I have to watch out here, because Shen has a taunt, which means that he can make me attack him, and if you do that in turret range, he is going the turret is going to focus me. So he will probably do it at some point, but I'm not too worried yet. So I'm just trying to get some damage in whenever I can, and he does exactly the same thing. So as you can see, I'm losing a little bit of health, but because I have regen, so I can use my I can regain my health. It is not too much of a problem. So getting another level there, and doing some more damage. And as you can see, I should have no trouble with him. Yeah, that was very close to a turret shot, and you really want to avoid those. And it's better to let him go than to get killed. Because now I can actually do quite a lot of damage on the turrets. Had I just... oh, that was wrong, but never mind. Had I gone for the kill and gotten killed myself, I wouldn't be able to do all of this damage on the turret. And yeah, in general it is much better to get more damage done on the turret, because the turret is going to be the main skill or the main thing you want to destroy in the first place. So as you can see, really quick turret, because I am focusing here on attacking the turret, so not actually having any trouble with my opponent. And basically this is the same as range versus range, because you have similar abilities. You're not going to have any trouble getting the damage done and running away quickly enough. And because you have healing, you can risk quite a bit, and you don't have to worry too much about anything. Of course, you still have to watch out for the minions, because the minions are going to do a whole lot of damage if you are not careful. And you still want to last hit as much as possible. But yeah. And there we go. Come on, kill him. Yeah, I won't actually kill him here. As you can see, I'm still low health. I am taking an extra regen level, because my life at the moment, yeah, now I'm half health, which is fine. But I really want to see how the battle is going, and then deciding whether I want to go more offense or more defense, and both of which are pretty acceptable, of course. Doesn't really matter which one you choose. But it is really important that you learn what your character can do, how much damage he can take, and go from there. So don't just go in thinking that he can do just about anything just because he has some regen. A lot of characters have regeneration effects of some kind, or by items that have. But in the end, the important thing is to learn your character and to play with... I'm going to give you 3 450 IP champions, so they're really cheap. You should be able to buy them almost instantly. You have to win about 3 games to afford one. 3-4 games maybe. And that means that they're really affordable, and you should really try to save up your IP to get them. And yeah, I could have gotten the kill there, but doesn't really matter. I'm going to get the kill anyway. So this will never work in a real situation. Obviously, in a real situation, the champion would just run away. But here it does work. So, and yeah, we are going to get a second turret, and after that, I'm just going base, and I'm going to wrap up this video, I guess. So as you can see, the main damage you're going to do here is going to come from your ranged attack. That's the one you harass with, and once you have them at half health with you at full health due to your Q. So due to your regen, you are going to be able to stay in at full health, and yeah, basically get damage done on them. There's not a whole lot of champions that can rival with the regeneration effect on Nunu, so you should really take that into account. Oh, I still have 1,000 gold. And yeah, use that to your advantage if you're battling against someone else. So there's a load of other things you need to know, but this is really the basics you need to know about melee versus melee. It's all about the skills, using the skills in your opponents. That's what this Shen should be doing. I mean, he does that, but yeah, since I'm not playing him at the moment, I cannot really tell you every time he uses a skill. But he is using his skills to to damage me and not his basic attacks, because basic attacks mean that you're going to be in range of your opponent, and that is generally not where you want to be. So all in all, I think a fair demonstration. As you can see, my ice ball doing quite a lot of damage, the ice blast it's called, and there's one of his skills. But yeah, by now I am way stronger, and there's nothing he can do anymore. And this is exactly what you want to have. As you can see, I'm just regaining health with my Q. I'm losing a whole lot of health as well, but I can regen most of it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to survive this if I stay in. But as I said, you need to learn what your character can take and what he cannot take. And I am just going to wrap up this video now. So I hope that's enough as information. By the way, if you were to go for some other champion, if you prefer another champion other than Nunu, that is, but he is melee, so for example Master Yi, then yeah, I can do a video on him too, but he is just not so good as a beginner character. He doesn't have the utility that that Nunu has. Nunu has a slow on his ultimate, on his E, and he has a speed boost on his W, and those three skills plus the fact that he is really tanky, he can take a lot of damage, that makes him much better for beginning players. And Master Yi does a lot more damage, but Master Yi will never win a fight from Nunu if the Nunu is anywhere near good, because Nunu can just slow him and run away if he is outmatched. And all in all, I think Nunu is a very wise choice for someone learning the game. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's not a whole lot more to say. So that's it. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will try to answer them, either by writing you the answer or by creating a new video. So I'll see you next time.